Hello and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Last episode we did quite a bit actually. We went to Helios 1 and did that quest. We discovered Camp Golf and learned we need at least one more level as of now to complete one of the missions there. Need to get guns up to 35. And I'm almost there, as far as XP is concerned. We discovered a few locations, and one of them being the Nellis Air Force Base here, where we're gonna do some missions for the boomers.
You're the outsider. Mother Pearl sent word that you'd be stopping by. You must be eager to hear the story of our people.
Who are you?
Me? I'm Pete, keeper of the story. I know I seem kind of young. I was the apprentice keeper of the story until a couple months ago. But old keeper Don, well, whiskey and landmines don't go together. So it's up to me. I bet you want to know everything about us.
Sure.
Wonderful. I'm sure you've noticed the mural on the wall of this hut. Shall I tell you what it all means?
Sure.
Excellent. Imagine you're the first outsider to ever hear our tale.
Don't fuck up, kid. And be sure to grab this snow globe. He doesn't mind.
Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns. But the Overseer wouldn't let us explode anything. Not even a hand grenade.
Yeah, we actually discovered Vault 34 last episode.
The wastes. They were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades. Burned them with flamethrowers. It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis. Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but anyways. Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know.
Mind you, I was trying to get a good look on the patches on his coat. I wasn't trying to stare at a little boy's penis. Just making that clear.
Now that you know the story of our people, you must have all sorts of questions.
I have some questions about your people's history.
Ask away.
Why did your ancestors leave the safety of a vault?
So you know about the vaults? Yes, we lived in one of those. Ours was numbered 34. In our vault, everyone had guns. But the Overseer wouldn't let you fire off any of the really fun ones. I guess all the little pops and bangs at the firing ranges just got boring after a while.
Your people were willing to risk it all for freedom.
And at Nellis, we found it. We haven't detonated any atomic warheads since before I was born. But otherwise, it's do as you will. Anything else you want to know?
I'm surprised Nellis was empty when your people found it.
Several automatic warheads detonate here 100 years ago, leaving the base highly radioactive. The savages of the waste, ignoramuses, all avoided Nellis by habit.
Whereas your people had brought Geiger counters with them from the vault.
That's exactly right. You're very knowledgeable for a Sav, an outsider. Anything else you want to know?
How do you survive, totally cut out from the world?
Nellis is a completely self-sufficient community. We draw water from Lake Mead, solar arrays provide power, and we grow our own crops.
The ingenuity of your people is remarkable.
Thank you. Our self-sufficiency is a point of pride. Anything else you want to know?
So you can see a few of the skill checks I'm not able to get. What are howitzers doing at the Air Force Base? Okay, I probably butchered that word.
You're right. They weren't here when we discovered Nellis. We found the guns at a huge weapon depot called Area 2, many miles from here. It took many weeks to drag the guns and their ammunition back to Nellis, and it was the last time any of us set foot beyond our homeland.
The giant artillery battery is a monument to the grit and resolve of your people.
Thank you so much. I'll be sure to pass that on. Anything else you want to know?
How has Nellis taught your people to fly?
Once we restore power, we learn that some elaborate chairs we've been sleeping in were actually virtual reality simulators. We believe they were used to train combat pilots. We use them extensively. I alone have shot down over 500 Chinese Zion 85 fighters. Before you ask, I'm afraid there's no way you can be allowed to use the simulators. They're for our use only. Sorry.
Oh, to slip the surely bonds of earth and dance amid the soaring birds.
That's beautiful. Yes, it's exactly like that. So free, so... words can't do it justice. Anything else you want to know?
How did you learn where to find an old bomber?
Loyal found a file somewhere on the base, with magazine articles, photographs, a map even. It seems that a bomber, apparently the 29th of its kind, crashed in Lake Mead on July 21st, 1948. Just imagine, that's over 300 years ago. The photograph shows that it was basically intact, and the map tells us exactly where to find it. Except we haven't left Nellis in decades.
I kinda wanna do this one, but I look forward to seeing the old bomber fly. Though if it's over 300 years old and in the bottom of a lake, it should take a heck of a long time to repair it, and I'm pretty sure everything would need to be replaced. Could you imagine the kind of rust and residue build up 300 years of being submerged in water would do to a ship? Like, have you seen pictures of the Titanic? That thing is fucked.
It'll be spectacular, won't it? You should talk to Loyal. I bet you could help. I wish everyone were just as interested in our story as you are. Maybe I should act out the battles, or learn how to throw my voice.
Goodbye.
See ya.
And I've become accepted by listening to stories, asking a few questions. If I had a little bit higher repair, I could have gotten a bit of additional experience as well, but alas, alas. So that's one of the missions we can do right now. Another mission we can do is with the ants in some generator room. And this area is so large, it has two separate locations in case you need to get right into go into the hangars, which is actually good forethought on Obsidian's part. Here's an old bomber that no longer works. I don't understand why they were sleeping in these things when there's a bunch of barracks right outside.
Hungry for grub?
Hope the trip into camp wasn't too eventful.
And some of you might recognize the kid's story as being a little bit similar in nature to the story the kids from the third Mad Max movie, Thunderdome, was. You know, just having a kid sort of recite a slightly broken history of their people. And there's even the theme of flight in both of the stories, with the kids going to an old Air Force base in Fallout New Vegas, and the kids from Thunderdome sort of worshipping a pilot like a god, thinking of him as sort of a father figure. Oh, guess the moon really does have phases.
I can take care of that robot problem for you. Just saying.
Oh, turn you into scrap metal and sell you to a vendor if you touch Eddie. Unfortunately, I don't think we're able to go inside the actual search tower here. Control tower, that's it. Though I think if Obsidian had a bit more time, it actually would be a place we're able to go into. Alright. Now we're talking.
I don't think you should be here. Idle thumbs tend to get blown off around here. Get moving. Idle thumbs tend to get blown off around here. Get moving. I can take care of that robot problem for you. Just saying.
You think I won't, sneak shoot you right in the back? Problem with this place is that's so big it's hard to find anyone worth talking to.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them.
Mother Pearl said you had to have a bug problem.
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free.
I can handle a few ants.
Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay. Just don't hit the artillery shells. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
Alright. Let's go to the quests and check this one so that not going on a wild goose chase for something like that. But I guess we should go to Loyal first, even though I should be able to easily handle the ants. Not sure, but maybe there's like a science speech check you can do with Loyal. Areas like these, you really wish there was a sprint option. There's probably a mod for it. In speedrunning, there's a few different, very silly, very game-breaking ways to make yourself go faster.
I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please.
Raquel said you were working on some kind of weapon to fight the giant ants.
I started building a sonic emitter that might do the trick, but it's useless without knowing the exact frequency that would kill the ants.
Any signal over 22,000 Hertz at 150 more decibels should do the trick.
Hot damn, you're right! It's a matter of boosting across those thresholds, not exact amplitude. You're smarter than you look. Just so happens I was testing it at 24,000 Hertz, so it should be good to go. Place it near their nest and cross your fingers. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no harm done. But it might make you feel sick to your stomach.
I don't think I've ever done this optional quest for this mission. I've always just gone down there and killed the ants and came back up and said, you know, job's a job. But I do like there's separate science and speech checks. So if your character isn't an intellectual but still tries to use charisma, then you have the option to gain a little bit of favor there as well. There's also the explosive and survival checks for the kid story. Lovely sunrise, by the way. Very scenic. Like right here. Boom. Now that is postcard worthy. Alright, let's I don't think the sonic emitter will do anything to the ants themselves, but we can always... Alright, well now I know it won't do anything to the ants themselves, because I don't even have it. Eddie, won't yeah, screw it, we'll bring him along. That's a problem with the ants, so Eddie uses lasers. Yeah, nothing in these cabinets. Here's one of them. You'll make it an especially gruesome scene. Perfect. Frag grenade is good. I already have a grenade launcher. Even better. Eddie, please, I am... Oh, thanks, Eddie. All that time, meticulously trying to position it so an ant would 69 a corpse, and you had to blow up another ant and get yourself... Eddie, stop being stupid for just a moment. Alright? Where'd this guy come from anyways? Perfect. Now don't ruin the art again. Freaking Eddie. Oh. Grab the scrap metal, cause that actually can be given to the boomers later. Nothing really here. Here, a little hop there for no real reason. Since there's a room here you can go into. But it's fun to do parkour. Hardcore parkour. Oh, you got that solved. Expected there to be more ants. What level of difficulty am I on? Normal. The boomers all had guns in their vault. Oh, that's cool. They all had guns in their vault. Why didn't they just bring them along, you know? Why not use the guns on the ants, since they're able to be killed with guns, no problem. And here's our first mini nuke. No Fat Man, though. Oh right, there's ants down here. All of a sudden. Thanks, Eddie. You just stay in there. Eddie? There you go. Still a few more. Could be there upstairs. No idea why they didn't spawn the first time. Kind of dumb. Why did we miss you? Why didn't you spawn when we came in? Yeah, even if you make the kill, if Eddie shoots at it, it still explodes. Oh, there. It's coming from there. Oh, there's two of them. Let's use a different weapon. Let's use a varmint rifle, maybe. Doesn't seem to be doing much, even though these ants here are varmints if I ever seen some. I actually think varmints might just be like mammals, like rabbits or whatever. Cowboy Peter. Honestly, just easier to use VATS. Oh, all I had to do was that? Really? Oh, the more you know. You can speedrun this by just hopping down, plopping it in the hole, and then calling it a day. Oh wait, I forgot all that ammunition. Because somebody got a bit too careless with his lasers. don't know if I can really make that drop, but there we go, I can make that one at least. Anything here worth looking at? Nope. Literally no reason not to grab this, because it is all free. Some grenades, a lot of .308 rounds. We're gonna be swimming in that when we finally get a weapon that uses them. Another mini nuke. Alright, I think that just about does it. What's my weight? Oh, I'm practically over encumbered. Sometimes I kind of think maybe I should download like one of those ultimate cheat mods and just manipulate my character to have unlimited carrying capacity. I've done a few runs of the game like that. Changes it quite a bit, as you can imagine, not having that to hold you down. What would be a really interesting run is where you use a cheat to make your character have only 1 health, and so every bit of damage instantly kills you. So it's like a, you know, hardcore New Vegas run. Can you beat the game without taking any damage? Pretty sure some people have tried that. Wouldn't be surprised. Challenge runs are something gamers often like to do. A single bobby pin. Wow, yeah, I'm just really mastering the art of finding treasure.
I see the power's back on. The ants are all dead?
Yes, it's safe to go down there now. Though there's not really anything down there to get anymore.
Maybe Pearl is right about you. Because I don't know how you pulled that off. I'll tell Loyal to send someone down to clear out the eggs and repair the generators.
You have a
Good
very
work.
flat face. Well, the best way to pull it off is by keeping your companions in check. There we go. So let's get this up to 35. And, put medicine up with the rest. Now that we got that done, we can head back. So I needed to save because, you know, we can head back to Camp Golf. Get the high ground. Oh, I guess they are in the tents. Oh, you're getting some food? You get your asses outside.
Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet.
Don't worry, I'm not giving up. Let's try it again.
Okay, if you say so. Hell, it's not like we've got a lot to lose here.
No eating until you pass this test. Oh, I can take the coffee mugs. But I'm not allowed to take anything else. Just arbitrarily decide they don't need those mugs, but they need anything related to them. Alright, we'll wait for these slowpokes to get into position. Move it. And I'll equip, find some .45 -70G. I'll equip my laser rifle. Just such freaking slow pokes. Go. She's always gonna be on this side. So what I'm gonna do now is I will read both of the magazines. Let's see. Milsurp Review and Patriot's Cookbook.
Okay, everybody's lined up and ready to go. Any suggestions?
Guns 25. Take positions where you can cover each other. Stay focused.
You heard the man, people. Get focused.
Take your time, pick your shots, and tell your squad mates who you're shooting at.
I've got the one at 11 o'clock. Raz, O'Hanrahan, take the two on the right. Poindexter, the center.
Exhale before you fire. Squeeze the trigger, don't jerk it.
Right. Exhale, squeeze. Focus on the shot.
Well, I think that went well, don't you?
Thanks for the help. I think the whole unit's doing a lot better now. Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself... It helped, but we still got a grenade range inspection to pass.
Get the troops to line up, I'll help you with it.
After the help you gave us at the shooting range, we'll take any advice you've got. I'll line them up. Nice job out there. It's been a... We won't go quietly. Hey, welcome aboard. Nice job out there.
This magazine isn't gonna last forever, Mags.
It's been a long tour. All I can think about now is going back home. Hey, welcome aboard.
Check your fire!
Gotta wait for these slow pokes again. Come on. Move it. Especially you, Mags. Not even with the others. Go. Eddie Galver way. Just gotta body press myself against her. You know, Poindexter, I think you had something... I think you're a little bit right when you questioned the intelligence of your squad mates. Now I'll read the Patriot's Cookbook.
Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet.
So, did the shooting range practice take care of things?
It helped, but we still got a grenade range inspection to pass.
Get the troops lined up, I'll help you with it.
After the help you gave us at the shooting range, we'll take any advice you've got. I'll line them up.
You get back there, Raz.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that. Okay, we've got our dummy grenades and the course is live. We're all set.
Okay, to start, pull the pin, let it cook off for a count of 3, then throw.
Right, easy enough. 1, 2, 3.
Don't pitch it like a baseball. Lob it. You want a good, solid arc.
Solid arc. Check. Lob 'em up and over, people.
Don't worry about accuracy. Use a grenade to break up clusters of enemies.
Hold the grenades for groups, squad. Hit them in clusters and send them running.
I think that went well, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Thanks. I think we might survive this now.
Those aren't exactly dummy grenades. Look at this guy running. Poindexter, get your ass back here. What a bitch.
Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet.
How's the squad doing?
Thanks to you, I think we're in good shape. The squad seems to be functioning much better as a unit now.
Well,
Okay, I admit it. Knowing how to use these guns right is pretty cool.
Shooting guns is real scary, but I think I got the hang of it now.
Alright, where's the guy who just shat himself after the grenade tossing? Where are these idiots running to? I think after teaching those guys how to actually shoot weapons and throw grenades, I'm entitled to a Brahmin steak. But apparently the game doesn't agree. Crack open a sunset sarsaparilla of disappointment. Let's see if the guy in here, Sergeant, has anything to say.
I gotta admit, I'm impressed. The Misfits are drilling better than I ever expected.
No new way to address that. You can talk. You can get him to talk about how disappointed he is in his employees, or his troops, not his employees. You know what I mean. So Viper encampment, Camp Searchlight. Let's go Camp Searchlight. Let's do that mission.
Hang on there, traveler. You'll want to steer clear of this place. The whole town's irradiated to high hell.
If it's filled with radiation, why are you still here?
I was stationed at Camp Searchlight before the incident. I've since taken it upon myself to keep travelers away from the area.
I mean, wouldn't the healthy green glow everywhere kind of be a good deterrent? What happened?
Some legionaries snuck into the camp and set off some kind of radiation bomb. I don't know where they got it, but it was damn effective. Killed almost everyone and turned the rest into ghouls.
How did you survive?
I was out on patrol at the time, so I wasn't in the camp when it happened. There were a few others with me after it happened, including some of my superiors. Between radiation poisoning and attacks by the Legion, they all died out.
How did the Legion get into the camp?
I don't know, unfortunately. There may be clues somewhere inside the camp, but I'm not about to run in there to find out. Sure.
Where should I go instead?
Head north toward Novak. Look for a big dinosaur. Can't miss it.
Why Novak?
Because it's a far safer place to be than here.
What's so dangerous about this place?
The whole area is irradiated and filled with mutated creatures.
What kind of creatures?
Mostly ghouls, and a handful of radscorps. I think some geckos moved in not too long ago. They seem to stick mostly to the south end of the camp.
Can I ask you something else? Goodbye. Oh, let's see. Do I have anything to help with the radiation? Have some Rad-X. Reduces radiation effects by 44%, but doesn't remove radiation. Need some Radaway for that. Now, radiation causes you to lose durability. It lowers your endurance, which isn't too much of an issue, all things considered. Just saying, it can be a lot worse. It's not like Fallout 4 where radiation cuts into your maximum health. Now that is kinda crappy. Oh, glowing one. Those guys are real nasty. What a glitchy fucking video game. Laser rifle. Even stand near them, they give you radiation. Interesting how turret is labeled as an entity or character. I find it kind of funny that the green doesn't follow you indoors. How is it stealing? This whole place is abandoned. Oh no, wait, there's this guy. Hey, Edwards.
Who the hell are you? Better yet, what the hell are you doing in this cursed place? You know what? Forget it. It doesn't matter. Welcome to Camp Searchlight, the shittiest place on Earth.
You aren't feral, are you?
No, I'm not. Not yet, anyway. I'm Private Kyle Edwards, former NCR trooper.
Former? What happened?
Couldn't you tell? That damn radiation bomb got me. I can't serve the NCR like this.
Maybe they'll let you back in.
I'm not so sure about that. I don't know how the NCR feels about ghouls.
Why are you still here?
I'm here because I have nowhere else to go.
Must be someplace you can go yet. Someplace you can head over to.
Believe me, I'd love to leave. But I can't because I don't know what effect the radiation will have on me.
But ghouls are immune to radiation.
Yeah, but I don't want to go feral. And that's probably what more radiation would do to me.
There's still radiation in your house.
Look, just leave me alone. I'm not going outside. Yeah?
Can you tell me anything about the place?
Not much, I'm afraid. What do you want to know?
What's the history of the camp?
I know that this place was originally a mining town before the NCR took it over. I think they mined gold before the war. Sorry, I don't know much more than that.
Too bad you're not able to help out this guy. Would be kind of nice if you can say, hey, you know, go to Novak and hang out with that one guy who thought he was a ghoul, but, well, he wasn't. Alright, we want to go to the church for the mission, so I'm going to be checking around a little bit. Freaking geckos. Here's another. He's caught in the level geometry. Time to get schooled, gecko. Can you fucking aim, courier? Boy, this is like the third greatest school shootout I've ever been in. With the one from Good Springs taking a good second place. Oh, it's kind of already pretty lit up. Bottle cap 75. Tin can, toy car, empty bottle. It would be really fucking dark if there's like a pistol in here or something. Nope, another place that for whatever reason no one who actually lives here and works here ever trekked into and prospected. Grab a teddy bear if you want. Troops over here. Oh. I think I'm about to die. I think I should head over to... Over encumbered one more. Oh, right. Sunset Sarsaparilla. Alright, I don't think I'm actually able to do that yet. Gonna head over to Good Springs. Enemies, where's enemies? A single fucking box scorpion? Oh, two. Just bringing the pain here, huh? There we go. Alright, I'll fast travel to Good Springs. And go talk to Doc Mitchell. See if he can heal me up. Then I'll go back to Camp Searchlight and start the quest, because I think one of the parts of the quest is you have to find radiation suits. Where are you, Doc?
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
Can you heal my radiation?
Sure, I can help you out.
Here's 100 caps.
Okay. All done.
Lassie doesn't work for free, but wouldn't be surprised if it's a lower price than most doctors. Alright, we're heading right to the church. No dilly-dallying or messing around. But game crashes probably would delay it a little bit. Just a quick check to make sure there's nothing here. Let's activate this so we can actually, have some automatic fighting against the ghouls. This one has no connection, and turns out it is the one we need. And they're suffering, turret buddies. Still getting irradiated down here. Oh. Pretty much grab everything here. It's actually not a bad place to come for supplies. Like maybe during that one mission I can just come here if I need some stuff. Radaway, that's a good thing to have. That's something we certainly want. Another Radaway, do not mind if I do.
Who the fuck are you?
I could ask the same thing.
Name's Logan. What the hell do you want?
Why the hostility? I mean, we're just kind of bunkered down in this irradiated hellhole. Might want to use some basic manners there, fuckface.
Look, I don't need your shit. Either get out of the way or things are gonna get rough. What do you want now?
Are you looking for something?
That's none of your damn business.
Maybe I can help.
Look, if you really want to help, either get the fuck out of our way or hack that damn computer over there.
What are you looking for in the computer?
The location of some radiation suits. I found an inventory list that says they should be here, but I can't seem to find them anywhere. The computer should know what happened to them.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, you do that.
Man, just imagine coming here for radiation suits and the whole place is irradiated. The 0 out of 8s are often just as useful, if not more useful, than the ones with multiple matches. Log entry 1836. Supplies being shipped to the camp recently are lower than usual. I asked the comm officer if there were any problems with communications, and he insisted that everything was fine. I contacted our supply base and was simply told that all inventory requests were being filled and that every item on my request list had been shipped to the camp. Either I'm being lied to or someone is intercepting my shipments. I'll have to look into this matter further. During my off-duty hours, I decided to investigate the trade route being used to bring the supplies to the camp. I met a traveler on the road and asked him if he had seen any NCR supplies bound for Camp Searchlight. He told me he had seen some NCR crates being moved somewhere outside of Nipton, but didn't know where they were being taken. Well, that explains it was a Legion, likely. He also mentioned that the men with the supplies didn't look like NCR soldiers. Next time I have enough time off, I'll have to make my way to Nipton and see if anyone there knows where his supplies are. And we will check out the safe. No spoon. Why do spoons weigh so fucking much? Like a pound and a half. Oh, see, proper names here. Prospector. That's what I like to see. And I have a Ranger gray hat and some authority glasses, which we might as well take since they don't weigh anything. But there we go, you know, I'm with my people. Prospector bros, yo.
What do you want now?
Found the location of radiation suits.
Tell you what, bring us those suits and you can come with us while we loot the town. You can keep a share.
Fuck, I'm stupid. I'd better get a bigger share for this.
Alright, fine. But you gotta bring us those suits first.
Alright.
Just go already.
Why are you so mean? I mean, I helped unlock your little computer terminal and you're giving me serious sass here. I don't really appreciate it. Maybe this is why your prospectors don't talk to you. So, you remember that guy I had to keep alive? So anyways, you remember this guy that I decided to keep alive even though he's a total freaking jerk? Well, now we know why.
Are you fucking kidding me? First I get my leg smashed, and then in walks the Powder Ganger's Grim fucking Reaper. What the fuck have you got against us, man? Jesus fucking Christ. If you want me dead, just give me 15 medics and I'll fucking OD for you, okay? Fuck!
Let's talk about something else.
Like what?
Do you know anything about some NCR supplies?
I saw some Legion assholes carrying crates to a cave north of here. May have been NCR shit. I don't fucking know.
I took care of that slave caravan.
You know what I'd be real excited about? If you'd showed up and saved me before they smashed my legs. Now, why don't you fuck off and let me sleep, hero? That'll be real exciting too.
Alright, I had enough of this guy's attitude. You have outlived your usefulness. You know what? I don't even want that. You're gonna sit right here. This is just between me and him. Take off all my clothes. Oh well, these clothes are fucked. I don't even have any use for them here. I might as well drop it because it's not useful. Handling this man to man. Put him up, boy.
You like that? I'm out of here.
Yeah, so much for smashed legs, eh? You fucker. Have fun in there, you jerk. That's for being so damn impolite. Hidden supply cave. And it's an average lockpick, which thankfully I'm able to break into. Good thing I got that up to level 50 or we'd be a little bit screwed. I mean, certainly there must be a way to get in here without lockpick. If this is a mission, missions don't tend to... Oh, might as well grab that. Missions tend not to rely specifically on speech checks, or skill checks, I should say. I can grab one on my own. And I would assume part of that is also lockpicking. If you see these, like, you know, anti-nuke signs, they're rocks you can check because they're hollowed out. Like,
You back. What can I do?
can I ask you about Private Edwards?
Who's Private Edwards?
He's a ghoul in Camp Searchlight.
If he's a ghoul, he should be put down. I can't let a rabid dog suffer.
Whoa! Whoa!
You're an asshole. I may very well come back for you, boy. Please get down, Private Edwards. He's just trying his best, alright? Don't need to be such a dick. Let's see, I can carry quite a bit more. Radiation suits are great, because now I can... Oh. Not only do I not know how I got that, but the radiation suit doesn't even block off all radiation. It's not all that useful.
What do you want now?
Found the suits.
It's about damn time. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready, but can I ask you something first?
What?
What exactly are we doing, or where are we going?
We're gonna check out the police and fire stations. They were the buildings used most by the NCR, so they're our best chance at good shit. I found the keys on one of the trooper corpses.
Well, you know, the NCR here are kind of jerks, so might as well nab some stuff. They're prospectors, right? Can I ask you what you're looking for?
Anything that's valuable. You done with the questions yet?
Fine, let's
It's
go.
about damn time.
Kind of a jerk too, though, Logan. Alright, so where do we want to go first, boys? Want to go to the police station or the fire station first? What are you guys doing over there? Oh, I guess we're going over here first. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Oh. Eddie, we need to focus on the mission. In Fallout 4, the glowing ones, in addition to being more powerful, also have the ability to bring any dead ghouls back to life, which is a pretty cool addition. Alright, this is a police station. Might as well check here first. Just stood there and took it like you wanted to die. Anything in here? Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Broken, broken, broken. Oh, there's a goal over here. Hey, buddy. Oh wow, you're making up for the lack of effort from your friend. Alright, might as well heal my limbs. I have no stim packs? I don't. Wow. That's kind of crappy actually. What's here? Beating, wearing, bleeding should be it. Quartermaster has been bitching to me again about missing supplies and bad communications. I keep telling him that nothing is wrong with the comm system and that his numbers must be off. I don't think he believes me. The bastard will probably keep bugging me until I either prove he's wrong or find someone else to blame. Damn it, I hate this shit. Oh, we already read that one. A rat scorpion made it into the camp last night. Some of the troopers patrolling the border are getting sloppy. The only reason anyone noticed it was because several of the comm stations were acting oddly. When the troopers on duty went outside to check the transmitter dishes, he found the scorpion chewing on several of the cables. What's the point of having patrols if shit like this is gonna keep happening? There's not someone having fun at work. After the rat scorpion incident, the night patrols were shifted again. This is the third time in the past month. I don't think they realize the problem isn't the patrols, it's the troops. Every time their patrols get shifted, they get confused and holes open up in the rotations for 2 or 3 days until they're used to the new schedules. I really hope the Legion doesn't figure it out and take advantage. Sudden temperature increase, emergencies shutdown initiated. And wouldn't you know, he was just 2 days away from retirement when this happened. Yeah, I kinda need sunset sarsaparillas. I have no idea how I used all my freaking stim packs. Got a whole bunch of ammo though. Might as well make use of that. Gonna hand scrap metal over to Eddie. Think he's a lot better at taking care of metal than I am. Though, think about putting metal inside a robot, that's like handing a bunch of flesh over to a person. You assholes still haven't left?
Howdy. I don't know where the hell you were going, but it's not the right way. Are you still in this?
Sorry, my mistake, I'm still in.
Damn right it is. Now let's get going.
It's just at the police station. Alright, let's see, guess it wants us to go to police station first. Guys, following along? They're like, you know, lost little puppies. Checking to make sure I'm going on the path these guys want me to go on.
Shut up and keep going.
I think it wants me to find that stuff, the radio parts. Computer parts. Probably don't want me to get a cup. 10mm pistol. Like little Easter egg hunt, huh? And I think the desks restock because those caps weren't in there from what I remember. Oh. Finance clipboard.
What do you want now? Anything branded by the NCR related to weapons, computers, or radios.
Alright, well, I got some stuff so far. See if there's anything over here. Machine gun. Should be it.
What do you want now?
Thing that says everything.
Alright, we can move now. Here's the key to the fire station. Over here.
What if I can quickly fast travel back to Doc's house? Alright, well, I leveled up. Put a little bit more in here. The rest in medicine. In fact, I'll even get medicine up to 50. See here, robotics expert, hobbler. It's actually not a bad one. I've been thinking, you know, since I'm a technocratic sort of person, I hate nothing more than primitivists. You're still rummaging through everything, shitting in the woods, dying of polio. You haven't technology maxed yet. I don't want you around. So this helps against raiders, junkies like the fiends, and also the tribals in honest hearts. They'll, you know, get mad at me because, oh, you're not supposed to go there, what are you doing? But then I can convince them, oh no, I'm just, yeah, I'll still help you out. Let's see. Yeah, some medics, but that's not what I need. How are you healing my radiation if you don't have Radaway? I do like the fact you're able to sort of bail if you get too much radiation. Let's see here, fire station. Hopefully we can go to the fire station now. Yep. Careful, there's a giant freaking rat scorpion here. I think I accidentally shot one of them. Get 3 poison glands from this big boy. Alright, let's make sure.
Shut up and keep going.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Some Radaway. Also have some fire hats if you want them. But we don't need them. Weapons repair kit. That's actually pretty useful.
Shut up and keep going.
Jeez, what a jerk. Alright, so same thing as before, gotta find a bunch of, oh beautiful, some Radaway. Gotta find some loot, and the loot has no weight, so that's how you know it's the right one. Here. There we go, so it was the ER. Just process of elimination. The local police department diverted several trucks from San Onofre carrying nuclear waste to Searchlight this morning. I didn't get all of the details, but I heard something about bombs going off nearby, and that the trucks were being diverted for safety reasons. 2 of them were housed here at the fire station, the third had to continue on to somewhere else because we didn't have enough room to accommodate them all. For some odd reason, it was headed toward Cottonwood Cove. I don't know what he's planning on doing with it down there. And so now we know where the Legion got the radiation from. It was here all along. Oh, rat away. Oh, I want that shit. Give me rat away. And doctor's bag, very useful. I'll wait until we have like, oh, somebody didn't exactly experience best death. I'll wait until we're as far up on radiation damage as we can be before deciding to take one of those. Box of detergent, camera. Cup. Giant duffel bag and all you have is a freaking cup. What do you say, Cuphead? Stim pack. Could definitely use that and some rat away. Always welcome in here. Some yeast. Irradiated sunset sarsaparilla, irradiated water, irradiated beer. I love how they have all these food items as irradiated. Let's maybe take one irradiated whiskey for shits and giggles. 10mm pistol. One be empty irradiated sunset sarsaparilla.
What do you want now?
Now what are we looking for?
Same stuff. Any NCR weapons, computer parts, or radio parts.
Alright, so you know, for no particular reason, I'm going to equip the 9mm pistol and point it right about here.
What do you want now?
This is all I can find.
Alright, thanks for the help. Time to die, loser.
Oh wow, this guy's tough. Not tougher than Eddie. Oh shit. And I actually need one stim pack and we'll do the rest with sunset sarsaparilla. Thanks, Eddie. I would most certainly be dead without you. Get some reinforced leather armor. Grab the radiation suit, and I will actually heal it with the other, or repair it with the other radiation suit. I'll drop this. And maybe pick up Mel helmet, because that seems pretty useful. Caravan shotgun's actually not bad either. Grab some frag grenades. Metal armor, oh that's really helps, but we don't need that right now. Still keeps a radiation suit on. Kept a radiation suit out there. And we'll repair these things together so that that's doing a lot better. And that should be all of them. You know, it's real sad that this is the kind of behavior that comes from fellow prospectors. You know, I expected better of you. You're supposed to be a team, you know? Could have been best friends. But you just had to be a jerk. Oh, I should probably use those right away right now. And Logan, you know? Again, not very becoming of a fellow prospector at all. Just give us a bad name, you know? We're supposed to be, you know, happy-go-lucky friends who rummage through the ruins of a war-torn world, and you go around betraying people. It's just straight up impolite. Alright, let's try bladed gauntlet. I don't think you're able to cut off any of their limbs while they have the radiation suit on. Such is life. So I have 2 shots in this one rather than just one. Significantly more useful. So many of these houses are boarded up. Though they do have quite a few... Oh, come on. Unique locations, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Use 3 of them. Little RV park here. Oh, this is probably where all the radiation was dumped, maybe, by the Legion. At least that's what I would guess. Red scorpions. Where you running, bro? Look at this little cutie. Get out of here. Turn on my Pip-Boy light, but doesn't seem like it's very useful here. Searchlight Airport, cause I would imagine such a rinky-dink little town would have its own airport. Sure, it's not a very big one, but still kind of funny. There's 3 separate airports in the game. There's Nellis Air Force Base, which is an honorary airport. There's Searchlight Airport, which we're at now. Ooh, that hurt. Save the game so that I don't have to wander all the way down here again. Alright, let's take on some rat scorpions. Oh, Guess Eddie has it handled. We're gonna go this way though. Looks like there's more interesting things over here anyways. Like a red scorpion. It's pretty interesting. You know what, the rapid double fire kind of reminds me of Scout's Force of Nature. Oh! Hey, big boy. That was good teamwork there, Eddie. I distract them, you blast them, and I also shoot at them, so you know, don't be acting like I don't do anything to help out. Drink some of these so I can regain my health as I wander over. Where are we shooting, Eddie? Oh, just one rinky-dink rat scorpion. I remember though, the smaller the scorpion, the worse they are, at least in real life. It's a tip from a guy who lives in Arizona to all of you. I remember once I was laying in my bed, and then all of a sudden I felt this just searing pain on the bottom of my foot. Hopped out of bed, and it just hurt fucking ridiculously much. Oh, maybe this is where he got some toxic waste. Hurt ridiculously much. And it turns out there's this tiny scorpion, not even as large as like a thumbtack, in my bed. I come in prepared and suddenly the rat scorpions don't want to mess around. Go figure. It's a cool plane model here. And Eddie's pathfinding has no idea what to do when I'm standing on it. Or where is he going? And this is like the very edge of the map. Can't go any further than over here. It makes sense there'd be all this fencing here to be as a sort of physical barrier, but I kinda wonder what happens if you're on that side of the fence and you try to walk over. Seems kind of odd they would even have this place here if there's just not anything to really grab. Like, yeah, there's a few 100 bottle caps, but that doesn't really mean all that much, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things. Kinda seems like an area that was supposed to have a mission associated with it, but the developers didn't have enough time, so the area was added in. They plopped a few enemies in here, but that's about as much as they can do. I think we've had our fun in a radiation hotspot. Good grief, look how green it is. It's like I'm really playing Fallout 3, you know? There it is. Cottonwood Cove. Oh, there's some geckos over there. We'll kind of circle around, head down this way. We're out of the green at least. That's good. Though I'm pretty sure there's no one who would want to say that about their finances or whatever. Oh, one of them knows me. Wow, courier, come on. Fucking quit needing to shake your shotgun. One thing about that speech, it's practically a speech the old guy gave back in Camp Golf, I think really helped explain why there's not better equipment and reinforcements for the NCR. Like, if they have working planes and helicopters and all that, why aren't they using them down here? Cottonwood Overlook. Cottonwood Cove. And we can open the trailer door and dump the radiation down here. But I'm gonna wait on that. And the reason the NCR isn't sending all they've got is because there's an election coming up.
What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider?
I'm just a humble trader passing through.
Very well, you may proceed. However, be warned. Aggressive acts against us will earn you a place on a cross.
Wanna see what's in here? Oh, not allowed. I'm not ready to piss off the Legion quite yet. Trying to remember if I took the Wild Wasteland perk. Because if I did, there should be some graffiti on the wall that's here it is. Romanus Aunt Domus. Nice little Monty Python reference there.
We're being held here against our will. I beg you, help us. Sorry, I'm just glad someone is doing something. The last thing I need is to be made some legionaries bitch and sent off to God knows where.
Free the Weathers from slavery.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
Please, sir, take pity on us. Free us, please.
How were you captured?
My family was ambushed by a pack of Legion raiders near Searchlight, and Frank ran off, the gutless coward. I have no idea where he is, but at least we're free from his abuse.
Yeah, it's working great for you.
Ever since he lost his job a few years back, he hasn't been the same. He took a switch to us for the tiniest things. We were trying to get away when the Legion showed up. I'm glad he ran off like a coward. But slavery wasn't the kind of escape I was looking for.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
For whatever reason, it doesn't allow me to say I'll see what I can do to Kenny here.
Are you gonna free us or what?
What's a fucking attitude, boy? I'm literally trying to free you from being a slave. The least you can do is have a little bit of fucking manners.
Awe, have you come to sell or trade for captures?
By captures, do you mean slaves?
No. They haven't yet earned the right to be called slaves. Those three in the pen are captures, nothing more. I'm a slave master, so I know what I'm talking about. Back at the fort, I'd have those three half-broken and well on their way. But this is just a holding area, so all I do is assess their fitness and decide whether to send them on.
It doesn't bother you enslaving people?
Why would it bother me to enslave these wretches? They have no purpose, no creed, no honor. They live in pitiful squalor, undisciplined, intemperate. To enslave them is to save them, to give them purpose and virtue. Honestas industria prudentia. Even the virtues of slaves are beyond the desolate on this side of the river.
How did the Legion set up camp on this side of the river?
It was easy. The Colorado was narrow here, and when the profligates abandoned Searchlight, there was no one to guard the crossing. It's just a small outpost, but we keep busy. Raiding parties go out, new captures come in.
How did you join Kaiser's Legion?
I have Blackfoot in me, the first tribe that Caesar ever led in battle, the tribe that formed the Legion. If not for him, we'd still be living in tents or shacks, scavenging for food like animals.
Prospecting? How much would it cost to buy these 3 captures?
It's a weak bunch, to be honest. I'd rather have extra currency to buy supplies or better captures off traders. There's a boy, too old to be trained as a legionary. Normally they would have to die, but he's too frail to make trouble. The old woman's dried up, but she could keep house or do gardening if she can learn to keep her mouth shut. The girl's the only one of real value, young enough to breed, not hideous to look at. What's your offer for the lot?
Well, come on, man. Any fool can see the girl has all the symptoms of pustular hypomalgia.
Pustula? What? Is that contagious?
No,
That doesn't sound good
pustula.
at all.
I'll give you 150.
Seems I'm fortunate to get that much for them, given the circumstances. Here, this is the key to their collars. You want to take those off before you go far. Trust me.
Goodbye.
Wale.
Hello. Are you gonna free us or what?
You know, maybe I should leave you to fucking Legion, you bastard.
Free? Now we can actually start fresh. Thank you for helping us.
I can't ever thank you enough for saving me and mine. We're free now.
Hey, I want to see what the girl has to say. Almost there.
Thank you. We never would have escaped without your help.
Thank you so much for freeing me.
There you go. Want to hear my proper thanks. I don't know, I think that boy could have used at least a good spanking. Being such a jerk and all. I can't make anything here. It'd be nice if it had like things you can make at the very top regardless of what it's called.
Trade with Canyon Runner if you like. Make trouble and things won't go well for you.
Your mouth kinda clips through your...
Very
Never
well.
mind. Where's this place?
Legion Outpost. What's it look like? We crossed the river when the profligates fled from Searchlight. From here, we stage raiding parties and process captures.
Can you please maybe adjust your bandana there? It looks weird. What's your role here?
I'm an officer of the Legion of the rank Decanus. When we encamped, I commanded a contubernium of 8 legionaries. So I command what's left, under the wise leadership of Centurion Aurelius, of course.
Do you see much action against the NCR?
As much as their cowardice will allow. The profligates avoid open battle, but on good days we find one of their patrols. Their landmines have caused us more trouble than their marksmanship, which is lacking. Are we done then?
I'm not gonna show them how to do that. Goodbye.
Wale.
Alright, let's trade with this bitch boy and see if there's anything
How
good.
goes it?
Oh, well, fucking great trading here. Legion raid plans, yoink. No witnesses, no crime. Oh, hey, look at you,
Oh, wait.
fancy boy.
Don't try my patience. A nod of my chin and you'll be decorating a cross.
Does Legion see much action here?
As much as the profligates' cowardice will allow. They haven't found the balls to attack us here, but we catch them out on patrols. With 2 contubernia at my command, I've killed and captured 4 times my numbers.
Will you pay a bounty for NCR troops I kill?
The killing of profligates should never go unrewarded. I'll pay you a small sum per tag.
If you pay me ammo and supplies instead, I can stay in the area, racking up kills. That'll actually just turn some in.
How many? Was there something else you wanted to bother me with?
Actually, the dog tags can be given to one of the NCR guys. I'll just give them to there. But I'll do the barter just because it gives me a little XP.
Go see Decanus Severus when you have tags, in that case. He watches over our stores.
That's some armor you're wearing.
It is the armor of a Centurion. You have the rare honor of beholding it unspattered by the blood of my inferiors.
You must be in charge here.
Of course I am, you fool. I am a Centurion. When Wulpes and Kulta drove the NCR from Searchlight by clever means, Caesar himself ordered me to set up this camp and harass the profligates. It's a modest presence, a single finger of the Legion reaching across the river's narrows. But with me here, it has an iron knuckle.
Fingers don't have knuckles, homie.
Wale.
They end at the knuckles.
Don't try my...
I like to talk to the people I steal from immediately after, just to make sure that they don't notice. Oh dude, sexy sleepwear. It's a perfect outfit.
Oh, wait.
Well, you know what? Honestly, fuck these guys. Let's see, some rascals nearby. Oh, bighorners. Alright, these guys aren't like immediately aggressive as long as you just keep your distance. They're not like Brahmin, I don't think you can tip them. But it's kind of interesting, they show up as red. Here's like McCarrin, I think. It's like 3 different airports in the game. There's Nellis Air Force Base, which is an honorary airport. There's McCarrin, and then there's Searchlight. But Searchlight doesn't have anything really to do there. Grub and golf. Gulp, rest up. Alright. Well, I'm a bit hungry, so might as well grab some grub. But we can't, it's locked. Love Brahmin tipping.
You need water? I got water. Clean and fresh. Straight from Lake Mead. If you're low on caps, I've also got slightly irradiated wasteland water. A little fallout never killed anybody.
Well, Bethesda managed to kill a little fallout, so... There may be water merchants around here?
There's a few independent ones like me, but it's mostly the big trading outfits that deal in water, like the Crimson Caravan Company.
Anything I should know about New Vegas?
They won't just let anybody into the strip, but you should be able to have a good time in Freeside itself. Just, keep a close eye on your caps.
Tell me about the fiends.
They're a bunch of crazies hopped up on all kind of drugs. Apparently they're using one of the old vaults as a hideout. The army should really get in there and wipe them all out, but I guess they've got more than enough trouble to deal with right now.
What do you know about the NCR?
Their main base is right over there by the old airport. It's called Camp McCarrin now. Some people like to paint them all as a bunch of bullies. Me? I'm glad they're around. They do what they can to keep things safe and orderly.
Alright. Have a rat scorpion gland.
Give me a shout if you need anything.
It's a dead Brahmins, you know, right outside with these Brahmins. I mean, come on, lady. These little 1950s diner chairs. Like how there's even a separate animation for them. I mean, there's like a lot of missions in Camp McCarrin, but I'm gonna see about that one mission with the stove, cause I got a bunch of general crap that I need to drop off or can repair it with. And I know Camp Searchlight has a lot of good stuff. You know, a lot of junk items that can be used easily. Gotta be careful of the fiends, though. Laser RCW. New weapon, but I'll need it. There's also a mission where you have to find a corpse and drag it back to the outside of here. I bet this isn't even the entrance. This is a really big place. This is probably one of the bigger single areas in the game, Camp McCarrin. If not the biggest. Looks like they're kind of repairing it up there, or doing what they can to make sure there's this... You're right up there, homie. You know, just don't tell him that gravity exists and he'll remain up there indefinitely. Trust me, I've seen it in a prestigious physics documentary. I think it was called Looney Tunes. This guy has a bare understanding of where he's supposed to stand, though. There's a rail system. Can use that system to get in and out of New Vegas. Heck, I think even over here is a area I can discover. Yeah. Aerotech Office Park. Few missions over there to do. I'll walk real close to a fence here and see if I can just passively pick up this location. Doesn't seem like it though. Like how you can see some of the casinos in New Vegas. There's a Ultralux, there's a Lucky 38. Those are apparently the only buildings in all of New Vegas that survived. There we go. You know what's funny? I think I walked in the exact opposite direction around this wall here than I would want to. Welcome to fabulous New Vegas. And oh boy, what a scene, huh? What a scene. Get the fucking away, Eddie. Eddie, get away, get away. What a scene. The lights, signs, the giant wall that I have no idea how they would even erect all that, or where they all got exact copies of the same billboard sign. Brings a tear to your eye, you know?
Hey.
The Crimson
Not to you.
the biggest merchant outfit in the wasteland.
What's up? Look, McLafferty's a hard boss. but she knows what she's doing, that's for sure.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
Now here's a mission to get with some people in that tent there. But I'm gonna wait until later before even beginning to start that. There's also a mission to explore one of the vaults, but I'm gonna wait for that till I get more supplies, maybe. Mission to interrogate a Kaiser's Legion operative. That's actually a fun one and rewards you for having a high intelligence. Not allowed to shift through the garbage.
Checking in with the base, huh?
We should be taking the fight to the Legion, not waiting for them to pick us apart.
Did the Colonel send you? I was hoping he might have changed his mind.
You look upset. What's wrong?
I know. I've been crying. Stupid. I'm supposed to be a soldier. My husband, he's a ranger, and he got murdered by a pack of fiends. Goddamn savages laid his body out to rot. Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban out there. I can see that plain.
Seems strange the NCR wouldn't do their best to retrieve a fallen comrade.
Colonel says he can't spare the men to bring Esteban back home. And the fiends, they put all kinds of mines and traps around his body. Snipers, too.
No one else will help you?
His best friend, Jackson, tried. Didn't even get permission from his CO, so it could have...
I'll recover your husband's body.
Mister, I'd about given up hope. But you've got to be careful. I don't want anybody else dying on my account. Esteban's body is laid out between some of the buildings, east of the RepCon headquarters. At least that's what his squad mates said. There's an NCR position just north of there. It's on the way. They should be able to tell you what the situation is.
Alright, that's one thing. And where's the mess hall? Seems kind of odd they'd have this medical wing right here, and then the food right over around here. It's not exactly sanitary. I mean, good fucking god, this is your main base. This is the NCR's main base, and look at all this shit. Like, you know, you grab some brooms and fucking clean up all this shit. What? Clean up all this shit. You know, start taking control.
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, so you can cut the restaurant critique routine. And I want my 50 caps back. Because I looked it up, and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. So I paid you to look the other way for nothing. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up?
Wearing body armor and a helmet, how can you think I look like someone else? Is there a health inspector bothering you?
That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly inspection a couple of weeks back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Ah, well. Anything I can get you?
Mate, with all the crap laying on the floor, I'm pretty sure your establishment here is done. Why does the NCR even have a health inspector? Got anything to eat?
Oh yeah, you can order up anything you want. As long as it's corn or beans. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub. You can only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers.
Come on there, Ramsey. You should be able to cook up something good. But is there anything I can do to make your supplies better?
Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty.
I'd imagine
Some
so.
of my kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
Where would you suggest I find meat in the amount you'd need here?
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashes, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us.
What parts you need to fix the processor?
Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. I think it finally crapped out and needs a full overhaul. It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged if you could take a look at it and get it fixed up.
Where can I find them?
I don't know. Try the various traders around the waste. Or the pawn shop in West Side might have some parts. Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. It's an old factory on the north side of Vegas. Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. Could be traps, crazy robots, or who knows what's in that place.
Where should I look for spices?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building. They're the ones who ought to be looking into it.
Alright. Let's see, this thing. Need repair 80.
Anything else I can do for you?
I mean, this is one of the people the
See you later.
chef in there recommended I talk to. But it's not like an actual quest. Let's see, say there's NCR somewhere. Alright, fuck the varmint rifle. Let's use a laser rifle. Oh, last one hit. Little adjustment he makes to the side. There when he reloads. Like that. Because it seems like he finished his reloading. Oh, that didn't even fucking hit her. Alright. Drink some of this. Here's Ranger Jackson. Oh, there's one booby trap. Empty dumpsters, some bear traps. Gets a wee bit of XP. 6 soul XP. I am on my way to the next level. Keep a lookout, and there's like a Repcon area. Now, she said there was an NCR outpost somewhere. I might as well grab these. Around here. Gonna discover this Repcon. I don't even know if it's Repcon, hold on. Yeah, it's Repcon headquarters. Now let's see. Alright, gonna head over around here. Oh, some NCR right there. Yeah, it'd be kind of funny if there were more quests like this where you have to actually carry something like this. Like maybe someone wants to fake a murder or needs to get out of a murder accusation, so you have to find a knife and just drop it by their body. Something like that.
Oh my god, are you okay? You've got to get to a medic. Doc Kemp can patch you up back at base. How could you sacrifice your body like that? You never even met him. If the NCR doesn't have a medal for this, they should make one up.
I made a promise to Private Morales.
That must be some kind of code of honor you hold yourself to. You're like a man possessed. We'll make sure Ranger Morales' body gets sent back home. You don't have to, you know, pick him up on your shoulder and haul him to California. Even though I believe you would if you had to. You should go tell Private Morales the news. I know she'll be relieved.
I can have him there. Oh, here we go. Grognak the Barbarian. Melee weapons increased by 3. Well, it's a good thing that did that, because I sure as shit wasn't putting A in melee weapons myself.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Yo.
Did you start looking for Esteban? I guess my directions could have been better.
I brought his body to an NCR position. He's on his way back to McCarrin.
They put him in a box? With a flag and all? I hope so. He'd have been proud. You're too good for this rotten town. First kind thing anybody ever did for me and Esteban. You ever need anything, all you need to do is ask. Thank you so much.
I guess fuck the other guy was there, huh?
Feels better knowing that Esteban's not out there in the waste. But he's still gone, you know?
Yep. Not allowed to grab anything from the vending machine, even though the whole purpose of a vending machine is to give drinks.
Hey.
Speech, lockpick, and science at 100 is a pretty great way to...
I pity anyone who crosses Boyd. That woman is relentless.
Is a good way to basically have access to everything.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
You need any help?
Yeah. So far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
That's actually Kenturian, but alright. Is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
You have a nice view of Eddie's lower side there. It's like completely turned to his side, like a perfect angle too. What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
What about truth drug?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
Have you tried just calling him hurtful names?
Yes, and one time I thought I saw a tear when I told him his uniform was unflattering. But I think he just got some dust in his eye.
Why don't you just beat your prisoners senseless?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet?
No.
Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There are some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can't?
I think if you rough him up enough, and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room, and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Alright, let's do this.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in. Long time no see, Celus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to.
Where'd your cigarette
it's that
go?
constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Celus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Alright, silly sawdust. You think this is imposing? Are you scared? Well, let me show you something that'll really strike fear into your heart. That's right, boy. He doesn't have anything on him.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
I'm with the Legion. I'm here to kill you before you talk.
You're nothing. You're some inept mercenary the NCR is paying to supplement its own incompetent soldiers.
How naive, Silius. Corruptio optimi pessima. Kaiser sees you as a threat now. Or legum servi sumus. We are both slaves to Kaiser's law, and you are in violation. Or Timeo Dineos et Dona Ferentis. I posed as a mercenary to get inside the walls. Gonna do this one cause I like the idea that Kaiser himself has this guy on his personal shit list.
No, listen. Kaisar's secrets are safe with me. I stayed alive because Kaisar would have wanted it. I'm useless to him dead.
You're a danger to him alive. Your knowledge threatens him.
I've told them nothing. They've gotten nowhere. I'm a Centurion, for Christ's sake. I deserve his trust.
Kaiser's laws are absolute. He does not grant exceptions.
You have to let this go. I'll disappear. No one will ever see me again. That was always the plan in the first place.
So in addition to treason, you're also a deserter.
No, that's not what I meant. Lieutenant, this man is trying to kill me. He's not who you think he is.
All that shouting. Honestly, Silas, you get free room and board. The least you could do is be a good guest.
Lieutenant, this man is an agent of the Legion on a mission to kill me.
My, we have an active imagination today, don't we?
Think about it. Is it worth the risk? You need what I know.
Well, it sounds like the two of you are becoming fast friends.
It'll be your head if I die, Lieutenant. You'll be disgraced.
You know what? I think you're right, Silas.
Of course I'm right.
Except, I don't care. Because it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to never have to hear you say another word, Silas. Carry on.
Lieutenant!
Come on, Flynn. Come on, silly Asadis. Can have more fun.
You don't have to do this.
Alright. That's, Oh, but I do, Silas. Unlike you, I follow Kaisar's orders.
If I'd killed myself, then I would have been murdering one of Kaisar's greatest soldiers. Either choice is a betrayal of the Legion, as I see it. I've done everything Kaisar ever asked of me, and this is how I am repaid. With assassination, I ambushed countless NCR patrols and wiped them out so that our operatives could move freely. I waited for him to dispatch us for 3 days, never questioning why the headaches he complained of would hinder his ability to command. I haven't breathed a word about the officer we planted here. He continues to radio intelligence to Kaisar's camp nearly every night. I've proven my loyalty. All you're doing is killing a loyal soldier. If that's Kaisar's policy, then I say his empire will crumble.
If his empire crumbles, it'll probably be because his centurions are so gullible.
What? What do you mean?
You've been tricked, silly Asadis. I'm working with the NCR. I just got you to talk.
No, you slimy bastard. Nothing I've said will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion. This camp and everyone in it will burn.
Yeah, good luck walking after that complete foot stomping.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
I can ask who she is after all that, but I don't think I will. Goodbye.
Yep. See you around.
I'm usually good with faces, but I don't think I've seen you here before. What brings you to Camp McCarrin?
Here to provide support. Is there anything I can help with?
You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
I could look into who's leaking NCR intelligence.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Alright. Is Captain Curtis down here? Somewhere? Yes.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Need to look into recent intelligence leaks.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Where should I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
Alright, we're gonna talk to Boyd. She should be over here.
You're back.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately? Also, why are you looking at like a turned off TV?
Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it.
Tell me about the break-ins.
Maybe break-in isn't the right word. We didn't find signs of forced entry, but I've had reports of someone sneaking into the control tower at night. It's probably just a meeting spot for a steamy military base love affair. Kids today. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. It means they have an access code. Most soldiers around the base don't have that.
Would you be willing to give me control tower access key so I can check it out?
Sure, if you want to investigate. It's not like there's anything to steal up there. Just a bunch of old communications equipment. If you can find out any more, I'd be interested to hear it. There's something about this I really don't like. And if I weren't tied up here, I'd be staking it out personally.
Just a heads up, I lost the footage of the interrogation scene mission and footage that took place after that. So I had to re-record the interrogation scene mission and then load in a later save. So Boone is with me because in the original recording, I decided to pick him up after the mission.
Lupa, this is Frumentarius Picus. Over.
Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend territory at 1300. Have them mind that stretch.
10-4, Bacchus. Fiends will be alerted.
Roger, Lupa.
What's the status of your primary mission, Bacchus?
Charges are set. Detonation will occur as the train leaves the station. Over.
How long?
Couple of minutes. Over.
10-4. Keep us updated.
10-4. What are you doing here? You don't have clearance.
Is there a bathroom in here?
I can't let you leave.
All right. Come on.
We gotta get to the terminal. So slow. Clock is ticking. And there is actually a time limit on this. So you do want to be fast. You know what? I'm actually gonna load back here just to save the few seconds. I think it's like 2 minutes maybe, but... And these guys are no longer here. So I go over here, check this vent, and you can use 35 explosives or 45 science, both of what we have right now, to defuse it.
Yes? What is it?
You won't be having any problems with intelligence leaks.
No? What happened?
It was Curtis. He was in the Legion. I can prove he tried to blow up the monorail.
Curtis? He's been in the NCR long before our conflict with the Legion. There's just no way. I hope you're mistaken, but somehow I don't think so. It'd explain a lot. This is much worse than anyone expected. There could be others, too. You've done everything that was asked of you. You have my personal thanks for this. I'll make sure you receive the credit you deserve.
Who are the fiends?
As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them. And they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
I'll go to Vault 3 and see if I can find them.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And we are now liked by the NCR. So I'm going to put medicine up to 60. And we'll put I'll put this up to 60, and then we'll put up this up to 56.
What is it?
Are you an outlaw now?
No. People die out there. Often enough that no one worries about blame. They're too anxious to forget it happened in the first place, I guess. Besides, I was on break when it happened.
Tell me about yourself.
If you want. It's not really my thing. What do you want to know?
What outfit did you serve in the military with?
1st NCR Recon. It's a sniper battalion. Sees a lot of action. They moved us around a lot. I was stationed at Camp Gulf for a while. Last I heard, they're at Camp McCarrin.
How did you happen to join 1st Recon?
They pick you out if you do well at the firing range. Pays a little better, so I said okay.
Is that a 1st Recon beret?
Yeah, you can tell by the patch. Bear skull with crossed rifles behind it. Slogan underneath.
What's the slogan?
The last thing you never see. Pretty accurate. And so are we.
What was Camp Gulf like?
It was on the front line for a while. Only resort in New Vegas no one wanted to get sent to. Doesn't have that kind of importance anymore, though. They pulled most of the troops out of there after we took the Hoover Dam.
Were you at Bitter Springs with 1st Recon?
I was in a lot of places with 1st Recon. I don't really remember.
You must have been at Bitter Springs. What happened there?
We won.
Tell me about it.
Look, we've done some traveling together, but we're not exactly comrades in arms. I'm not ready to swap war stories.
I've seen my share of terrible things. You can talk to me about it.
Maybe some other time.
You ever take the beret off?
No.
I love that short answer. So I think that was a pretty action-packed, fulfilled episode. We leveled up a few times, we dragged a corpse around, we exposed a Legion spy, we got radiation poisoning multiple times in Camp Searchlight.
We won't go quietly.
Oh, there we go. Oh. Well,
I'm occupied at the moment. Come see me when I'm on the balcony.
yeah, that's one way to put it. Does the name Benny mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
What can you tell me about New Vegas?
It's NCR land for the most part. We tamed it. Now we're settling it. A lot of people complain about it, but they forget what it was like before we showed up. It's a lot of territory to secure. Too much, even for a big army like the NCRs.
How do you feel about the NCR?
Coming east was about securing the land so people could live without fear. It's not always that simple, but I think the cause is still right. And God help us if they lose.
I think you have very veiny hands, Boone.
Okay.
Alright, so what's your opinion on Kaiser's Legion?
Yeah, lots of thoughts. All about the best ways to kill them.
So I guess I'll conclude this episode. I hope you enjoyed the video, that I gave you something to think about and otherwise entertained you. Take care.